Professor Heinrich Popocatepetl, genius, visionary and innovator. In the early 1940s, when most people thought radio was high technology, Popocatepetl was already experimenting with an early form of virtual reality. This was the university's new UBAVAC computer. This was the electronic brain that allowed Popocatepetl to create virtual worlds. Despite its size, the computer was primitive by modern standards. Nevertheless, Popocatepetl found ways of optimizing his code so the machine could generate 3D images in real time. The illusions were very convincing. This man sees a shelf to put his glass on, but there is no shelf. The images seen in the headsets are generated by the computer and transmitted by radio to the subject's field of vision. Here we see early versions of augmented reality. This man can see the real bench, but the one he chooses to sit on looks more inviting, except it doesn't exist. This rare footage from 1947 is believed to be the first example of an augmented reality combat game, more than 70 years ago. Here we see experiments trying to directly influence the brain. In this example, electric current is fed directly into the subject's brain. With the correct frequencies and modulation, the team were able to induce a dream-like state. In this test, the subject's head is placed inside an extremely powerful induction coil. High currents through the coil induce electrical variations in the subject's brain. Again, differing frequencies and modulations can create different moods and feelings. In this test, an intense beam of high-frequency radio waves is channeled directly into the subject's head. Exposures can only be short because of the danger of deep tissue burns. Whilst the team had some success stimulating basic emotions, usually fear and anxiety, the test subjects were often left confused and disorientated. This subject appears drunk. He is not. He has recently undergone testing by the induction coil. Arising from his experiments in brain stimulation, Popocatepetl developed a deep interest in high-intensity, high-frequency magnetic fields. He built a laboratory specifically for the study of these phenomena. Here we see the original laboratory with the field containment vessel and its power supply. In 1957, there was an incident in the original laboratory. Some say Popocatepetl saw vision. Some say he gained insight into possible means of time travel. Some say he was old, and years of exposure to magnetic fields had affected his mind. Whatever the truth, Popocatepetl eventually persuaded the university to build him a much larger machine, one in which a human being could stand inside the field containment. A true scientist, Popocatepetl volunteered himself to be the first test subject. In the test area, the professor, wearing protective clothing, waits for the machine to reach its operating voltage. Suddenly, something goes wrong. There is a huge electrical discharge. An investigation by the authorities decided that the professor's body must have been completely vaporized. A tragic end to a brilliant career.